Hey, welcome, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Now, what do I have here for you? It is time travel baseball, but before I start the game, we're gonna take a quick look at IScore. Now, I don't recommend IScore anymore. I did at one time, but technology has basically overtaken this app, and in the form of digital dice baseball with all its teams and everything it does for you, there's no comparison. But this is good for one-offs for somebody who is not invested in the hobby 110%. It's like a leisurely thing, a once in a while thing. You don't really have too many projects in mind. One project is enough, and so on. So this is good enough, right? But it is labor intensive. Let's talk about that just quickly. So I'm playing Game 5 of the 1973 World Series. I have the A's versus the Mets. I've inputted all their rosters, and of course they have a lineup. So it was much easier because I already did all the work. So let's move on the arrow. It brings us to the game, and it says score game. All right, so we're going to go there. We check the teams. The A's are on top, Mets are at bottom. This is Game 5, so we're in New York at Shea Stadium, Queens. And here's going to allow me to manipulate the lineup. So let's see. Willie Mays and Ned Kranepool are not in the lineup. It's Hahn, Harrelson. It's not Seaver going, but it's Kuzman in Game 5. So I hit pitcher, I hit batting, and that cancels out. Then I search for Kuzman. I'm going to bring Kuzman up. So I go over here. There's three little bars on the right. It's going to slide up. And that is Kuzman, left-handed pitcher. He's in there. Pitcher. Is he batting? Yes, he is batting. So yes. And that's done. Now let me look at the A's. So I click visiting team. And it's Campy, Rudy, Bando, Jackson, Tennis. Hegan is not in there. Hegan is not in there. So we are going to have, and Cafish is not pitching, so we click on both these and we click out of the game. It will be Alou. Alou will be in right field, and I think they're putting Reggie in center field. So right field, is he batting? Yes. And then Reggie will be in center field. All right, and then the pitcher is going to be Vita Blue, and that is, he's the pitcher. Is he batting? Unfortunately, yes, he is, and that's it. Done. Go up here, you click done, and it's all set up for you. So now all I got to do is hit play. I double check. Seaver's still in there. All right, so let me go back to the lineup. Let me go back to the Mets. I did leave. Oh, okay, I see what I did. Okay, I left Seaver batting and I left Kuzman pitching. That was, yeah, this does not correct anything you do. So just to let you know, you're on your own. If you make a mistake, you have to go back and fix it because this is not going to alert you. Digital Diamond Baseball alerts you, hey, you need a new pitcher, pal. You pinch hit for him in the last inning. Oh, and by the way, you need a position player because you pinch ran for that guy. So it's going to tell you all this. This game will let you move on, and you won't have a catcher, you won't have a left fielder. It'll keep the pitcher that you pinch hit for in there. It won't alert you that you need a new pitcher. So there's a lot of things this does not do for you. If you have a tendency to be somewhat, forgetful, just have a lot of things that you're doing at once, anything like that, this is going to cause trouble. That's why I highly recommend Digital Diamond Baseball. It's a one-time, cost of $25 every year. He comes out with the new season. So then you can rebuy that new season and the new volume. It's volume 12 now, but you don't have to. You can stay on volume 12 for the next 5 years if you want. But it is $2 a month to buy it and buy the new volume. Maybe 13, right? It'll be 13 next year. So anyway, all right. So let's go back to iScore and we're gonna press done. We're gonna double check everything's in order. 9. I got position for everybody. Okay, so down the lower left-hand corner, you can hit play. And there it is. Now, this is a real old iPad that I bought for like $80, I don't know, 15 years ago. 12, maybe 10 years ago. 12 years ago, something like that. It's a really old one. I bought it fairly cheaply, $80, and I bought it at $80 at the time, which you know, it's a used one, and it just works for what I use it, and I only use it for this stuff. I don't use it for anything else. I don't need it to work very fast. It's good enough. So the nice thing about IScore, it does give you a field. It does give you the scoreboard. You know, it will tell you how the player's doing over here on the right. It will say 2 for 2 or 1 for 3 or whatever. Um, but that's it. It doesn't keep any stats. It doesn't keep standings. It doesn't keep endurance. It doesn't. Now it does keep some stats, but you have to go to a special place. It doesn't create like leaderboards. It doesn't have any of that. It will create. It will, you know, remember the stats of the games that you played, but you got to go to Team Manager and pull up the team and click stats, and then you'll see all your stats. There is a way of doing it. I can't remember if it's here. Let me see. Hold on. There is a way of doing that. Is it okay? Yeah, if you click on the name where he's batting, it will tell you how he's doing. 33 plate appearances. So Campy batting 345, 10 hits, 29 at bats. Today nothing. So it does give you the stats, but it doesn't put them in order or of any kind. It does, and the stats are fairly. You know, I'm not going to get into how to ask the thing to you can down here. I think there's a gear, and you hit on that gear, and you go in there and you ask for specific stats that you may want. But it's that's all it does really. Does it give you one loss record? Yes, but it doesn't put them in standings. It doesn't say, well, you know, you play these teams and this is their one loss record, and then here this team. It doesn't put them all in order of best teams. You know, it will, if you go to the stat page, it will show you the wins and the losses that you gave to the pitchers. All right, so to be fair, it does do some basic level of stats, which could be good enough, you know, depending on how committed you are to what you're doing. So that's about it. That's all I wanted to say about iScore. I don't recommend it at this time beyond, you know, just a one-off series or a one-off game or something like that. Very fundamental, but anything beyond that, I would use Digital Diamond Baseball. Now, my favorite is Replay Baseball, but every season costs $25. And they don't have some seasons. Like, I don't think they have 87, 88, 89. 90, 91. I don't think they have those seasons. So, and those are some of my favorite seasons. I play 87 a lot. I played 90 before. I like 88. Anyway, I can't play those seasons. So, I'm playing Digital Diamond Baseball until Replay Baseball PC game gets those, and then I use that as a helper. And that's it. So I'm going to get started with this game. It's going to be Time Travel Baseball. Tune in. Thanks for watching. This is a short video on iScore.